I don't even know whose cat that is. This is Erich Andreas with your Guitar Sage, and today I'm going to teach you how to play, and Chupi and I are going to teach you how to play Give Me One Reason. I always thought it was Give Me One Good Reason, because that's what she sings, but it's Give Me One Reason by Tracy Chapman. This is a 12-bar blues progression that's played a little bit unorthodox than our typical way of playing a blues progression. But I'm going to teach you nonetheless how to do this. I'm going to show you the bits and pieces. We're going to talk about theory and soloing over the top of this, because this is a great fun piece to play with other people and to solo over the top of. Teach you a little bit about that and about blues. So let's talk about what's happening chord-wise. Again, this is a 12-bar blues progression. 12 bars meaning 12 bars of music, or 12 measures of music. A measure typically represented by 4 beats. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 would be a measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? So each time I count 4, that's a whole measure. And there's 12 bars, and that makes up the whole enchilada, the whole chord progression, and it starts over and over and over again. And in this particular song, that is the whole song. It just goes over it and over and over it again. Verses, solos, everything. Okay, so if you want to know more about the 12-bar blues progression here on YouTube, you could type in 12-bar blues, your Guitar Sage, and I have a whole section there that would teach you how to do that. Okay, so this is not based off of the typical A blues chord progression that we're used to playing. It's based off of an F-sharp major, which is a little bit peculiar. Not a lot of blues songs written in F-sharp major. This one is. And in fact, they don't use 7th chords in this song. They just use major chords, which is also very unorthodox for a blues tune. So here's how I want you to think about this. You could think about this from a bar chords perspective as F sharp, come on, F sharp, B, C sharp. You think about the bar chords like that. If you don't know how to play bar chords and you'd like to know how to play bar chords, here on YouTube you can type in bar chords, your Guitar Sage. And I've got a huge 2-part series on how to do that. Okay? So, hey, I'm in a lesson, champ. Okay? How about chilling out? So those were our basic chords, okay? But the way we're going to be playing them is we're going to be playing the bass note with our pick or our thumb, whatever we want to do. And then we're just going to hit strings 2 and 3 of the chord, okay? So for instance, for this F sharp major chord, your thumb's going to be playing the bass note, but then you don't even need to hold this down. We're just playing the strings 2 and 3. So, and then for our B major, we're just playing that bass note, but we're still playing strings 2 and 3. So you could bar it, or you could use fingers 3 and 4 if you don't like to use bar chords. And then we're going to take that whole form and bump it up a whole step and do the same exact thing. Right? Easy enough. So okay, so that's our basic chords there. And then they also do this cool little thing where they play that open E and then bounce up to the F sharp like this. So I'm going. So whenever you hear that note go low, that's what it's doing. It's going E and then F sharp, okay? So whenever you hear that, that's the little motif or musical idea that it's doing. So again, in the beginning. Now let's talk about the left-hand technique. Obviously, I'm not just holding on to these chords, otherwise we'd hear this. And that doesn't sound quite as cool, not quite as sassy and bluesy. So we've got to choke or mute the strings. Okay? If you would like a detailed explanation of what I'm going to shortly explain to you here on YouTube, look for a video by searching left hand muting your guitar stage, and I'll teach you how to do this in detail. Otherwise, here's the basic idea. When you hit a note, any note, at least as far as with the left hand or the fretting hand, you hit the note or the chord or whatever, and then you lift your fingers, or you lift the strings off of the frets, but not off, don't lift your fingers off of the strings and get that kind of open string sound. You don't want that. You basically just want to release enough pressure off of your fingers to get the strings to not be touching the frets anymore, so they're not sounding. So for instance, let's see. So I'm not doing any muting with my right hand, it's just lifting your fingers off the frets. Practice this with one chord, get used to it, and then jump into the song if you're unfamiliar with that technique, okay? Okay, and so I'm obviously muting that and then going to the next note. If I was playing it with... Better if you bar it, but I'm just showing you that for the purposes of playing one note, then I'm playing another note, okay? So, once you got that chord progression down, what about soloing over this thing? Let's talk about it. A great scale to use over the top of this would be an F-sharp blues scale. If you don't know it, here on YouTube, type in your guitar stage blues, and I have some blues lessons for you regarding this scale and how to use it. But from the 6th string to the 1st string, it goes like this. Fingers 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. New feature in YouTube here, rewind. If you didn't get that, just rewind it and watch it. And so, if you have a buddy to play, then you get to do a little soloing. You get the idea, trying to play both parts at the same time. If you have a buddy to do it, then you can really rock out. Okay? So, that is the entire song. Hopefully you got something. If you did, hit thumbs up. Go to my YouTube channel page and hit subscribe so you get these tasty licks in your mailbox every day. Get the free ebook that's at yourguitarsage.com. In fact, it has that blues scale in it now that I think about it. It has some 12-bar blues and all sorts of really good stuff. And it's free. If you sign up with my email list that's at yourguitarsage.com, I will literally give you my books every month as I write them. I give them away. Or you can buy them on Amazon. It's kind of your choice, which you prefer. If you want more detailed lessons on how to play guitar, I've got a great free series that's at unstoppableguitarsystem.com. It can't be found anywhere here on YouTube. Check it out there. It's free. It's for you, so you can learn how to play guitar if you don't know how to play. Or if you just want to get better. All right? I'm Erich Andreas, your guitar sage. Please spay and neuter. See ya.